This Week in Gaming! Welcome in, everybody. It's February 23rd, 2026, and we have a full show for you guys to... Wait, I just realized my green screen is not fully covering. Hang on. Everything. I was like, what is that in the corner over there? I thought it was... And my microphone is... Here, a little bit of technical... There we go. Look at that. We're a pro. Now we got so much room for activities. I should start occupying more of this side of the screen, shouldn't I, huh? Anyways, it is a jam-packed episode for you guys today. I think I'm not going to be talking about anything. We're a little bit late to this, but it's happening today. Let's just get into it. Let's start off with some wins and fails. We have Blue Balled, Mew Money, Sold Steam, Patent Problems, and Big Bombshell. So let's start off with our first fail of the week. And that's going to Sony closing Bluepoint Games. Unfortunately, Bluepoint Games, the studio behind Demon's Souls and Shadow of the Colossus, will be closed by Sony this March. The company had been working on a live service game for the God of War franchise and appears to have caught astray from Sony's mounting fears after several failed live service games. So, I mean, this isn't even their fault. Sony said, hey, work on a live service game, so they did, and then now they're losing their job over it. Like, that sucks so bad. I feel awful for these people. And it sucks too because this is a studio that a lot of people liked. They didn't just do Shadow of the Colossus. They also had worked on other they had worked like on God of War Ragnarok and like helped with other projects that Sony has been working on. But solo they did the 2016 or 2020 something, I can't remember what year it was, Shadow of the Colossus game. And they also did the Demon's Souls remake, which was really good. I liked that a lot. They had done such a good job. People had wanted them to do a remake for Bloodborne. So it's just a shame. It's a darn tootin' shame, I tell you. They really didn't deserve this, and I think there's a huge L on Sony's part. Here we have some of the other canceled games that Sony's been working on with live service. There's Concord, which was famously canceled like 1 year after, or 1 week after release. 2 weeks after launch, which is kind of like a little bit too little too late, right? You don't launch the game and then cancel it. You should probably do that before you launch it. Anyways, the God of War live service game was also canceled, which is what Bluepoint Games is working on. The Last of Us Online was canceled. That was something they were apparently going to do. Spider-Man The Great Web was canceled, which was a live service Spider-Man game. Ben Studios' live service game was never confirmed, but it has been canceled too. Ben Studios is the studio behind that zombie game that they make. I can't fucking remember. Anyways, Deviation Games was also believed to be working on a live service game for PlayStation before it was shuttered. So like they're just axing anybody who was working on a live service game. And I doubt that these studios even really wanted to work on one in the first place. They're probably told by Sony to do so. They did so, and now they're getting punished for it. That just sucks. That's terrible management. Here's a quote from Sony, from PlayStation. They say, Bluepoint Games is an incredibly talented team, and their technical expertise has delivered exceptional experiences for the PlayStation community. We thank them for their passion, creativity, and craftsmanship. If they were exceptional and incredibly talented, then why are you firing them? Like, I mean, am I crazy, or should you try to keep people who are talented and exceptional at what they do? Like, what are we talking about? Like, this is so stupid. I'm sure that there are better people you could fire, like everybody at Bungie. Like, you have all these incompetent fools, and then you actually have like a decent studio, and you choose to close the decent studio. Like, this is why these AAA companies are failing so hard. This is why indie is taking over, which leads us to our next win. Mugenics insane launch, dude. Mugenics, a game by Binding of Isaac creator Edmund McMillan, and then Tyler Glale has had an incredible launch, selling over 1 million copies in just a week. Fans are already raving about the game. One big draw is it's an incredibly stacked voice actor list, which has controversial figures like Boogie2988 and iDubbbz, but also really loved ones like Moist Critical and Felicia Day. This strange cat breeding game captured Steam by storm. I hadn't even heard of this. There's actually someone actually made a spreadsheet with all of the different voice actors that I can show you. So there's a whole category of game devs over here. So we have Tyler, one of the game devs. His I'm assuming relative Michael. We have Jack Picard, worked with Ed on many past projects as well as Mugenics. Cliff Bleszinski, the creator of Gears of War. Tom Fulp, Newgrounds co-founder. Florial Himzel. What the fuck happened there? Hang on, one of my web pages just crashed. Roger Barr, I don't know who that is. Then you have YouTubers. You have Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps. You have iDubbbz, Michael Reeves, Stephanie Sterling, Lily Pichu, Markiplier, H3H3 Productions, H Bomber Guy, Vsauce, Germa, Moist Critical, Wendigoon, Dax Flame, Corpse Husband, Rubber Ross, Game Maker's Toolkit, Red Letter Media. You have Mike from Mike, Rich, Jay, and Jack from Red Letter Media. Dead Meat, Chelsea Rebecca from Dead Meat, Cupquake. I haven't heard of Cupquake in years. Was she like a Minecraft YouTuber? What? I has Cupquake. I remember her. Whoa, she still makes videos? Holy cow. Good for her. Anyways, oop. Yeah, Mega, Rocco Bot, Sean Chatfield, and Derek Acosta from Mega 64. They have Christian. Sir Pello, Stinky Blue Rat, Jabroni Mike, number 15 from Chills. Oh, is that the number 15 Foot Lettuce guy? Swagger Souls, Boogie 2988, YMS, Ricky Berwick, Liquid Chris, Sheep Zing, Matan Evev. Oh, that's Matan, the guy who's like my what is it? My radical rabbi, Bill Clinton, or whatever the fuck. Burt Bronx, Justin Wang, welcome back, Mo. Pay Money, Wubby, Slay, XC2, Max Mofo, Fillion, Lee 7, Lauren, Meat Canyon, Emiru, the Yogscast, Liam from the Yogscast, Lazy Matman, Russ Fushtick, Zach Scott, Zoe Thorgood, Northern Lion, The Professor, Sinvicta, Sneeze Snack. Okay, now we're just hitting the bottom of the barrel. Anissa, iDubbbz husband, Scott Manley, Alexa, Jonathan Holmes, Giwi, Vine Sauce, and The Living Tombstone. So that's all the YouTubers in this game. And then we also have like actual celebrities, directors, animators, actors. Felicia Day, one of my favorite people. She's in Supernatural. She's also in another video game called Dragon Age Inquisition. Jameson Boaz, David Firth, the creator of Salad Fingers, Will Stamper from Castle Crashers, Lloyd Kaufman, who's a director, Josh Tamar, Zach Hadel. Would either of them know? They're from Oni Plays or Smiling Friends. Duncan Trussell, Greg Sestero. Who else do they have? It's like Johan Vasquez, apparently the creator of Invader Zim. Like, they have some crazy people in here. They have the voice of Isaac from here, composer from Isaac and Eugenics. A lot of people that they pretty much everybody who worked on the game is also a voice actor. They have all their family members in here, some unknown people, and then they also have some musicians. They have Rivers Cuomo from Weezer, Damien from a band called Fucked Up, and a bunch of other people. This is just crazy. They have like literally everybody. Anybody who has a voice is in this game. So this game has done fucking numbers. This game has been doing crazy. What is that? We're talking about Mugenics. Here, let me pull up their trailer. Because I haven't played the game. I don't know what it's about. I just know that it's doing really well and it has a crazy voice actor. Mugenics trailer. Alright. Let's give a quick pause to our music while we take a look.
In other ghastly news, the mother of that child that went missing a few years back is also missing.
Mrs. Mary Winston Jones could not have any children. When her hubby's seed swam in, the Lord above just killed him. Sad though it was, there's a silver lining. They bought 2 little kitties at the pound. The tabby started humping and it led to quite a something. Now a blissful family unit is found there. The house is all a bustle with feline fur and muscle, and the Joneses' hearts have truly learned to sing. The only problem now is they're just not knowing how to keep those kitty titties in a sling. Slipping on some poop in the bathroom hallway, limited to sleeping on the porch. Neighbors throwing bottles at their heads on Fridays. Maybe they should kill them. They should have had some children. Try some IVF for vitamins or yoga or a colon cleanse. The Joneses just aren't making friends. Those kitties are the bloody end. If they hadn't named them, it'd be swell to flush them down the drinking well. Their life's become a living hell. But they're so cute. All of them. Abner, Ajax, Alfie, Alan, Alvin, Andy, Angus, Anton, Archie, Arlo, Arnie, Artie, Aspen, Atlas.
They all start with A.
Banjo, Banshee, Barney,
Wait, are we just going alphabetically?
Bartok, Batman, Beaver, Benji, Benson, Bernie, Bilbo, Bogart, Bongo, Boofy, Boombox, Bowtie, Braveheart, Bronson, Brubeck, Bumhead, Butler, Cabbage, Carlos, Casper, Cato, Chadwick, Chandler, Chauncey, Chester, Chicken, Comet, Cooper, Cornbread, Cricket, Crunchy, Curly, Curtis, Dallas, Derby, Dasher, Derek, Dewey, Disco, Dogboy, Dozer, Dreckley, Elwood, Fatty, Fearless, Fergus, Finley, Flapjack, Fonzie, Francis Bresco, Frostbite, Fuscus, Gary, Gavin, Geezer, Gipper, Gizmo, Gobble, Grimble, Guido, Gumby, Gustav, Haddock, Harold, Harvey, Hedwig, Herbie, Hobson, Hopscotch, Ian, Igor, Ivan, Jasper, Jelly, Jesus, Jimbo, Jojo, Jordatch, Jumpy, Kirby, Larry, Lennox, Lewis, Liam, Linus, Magnus, Mandrake, Marvin, Maynard, Mickey, Monkey, Moses, Mustache, Nobby, Nomad, Norman, Novak, Nugget, Outlaw, Pablo, Papa, Pedro, Peppers, Pippin, Playboy, Quimby, Raffles, Rampage, Reggie, Ringo, Rolex, Sanchez, Sandstorm, Scooby, Skillet, Slapshot, Sacco, Sooty, Sultan, Swayze, Taboo, Tarzan, Tito, Toaster, Tofu, Toothless, Vespa, Victor, Webster, Whammo, Woody, Wrangler, Yoda, Ziggy. Yeah.
Mary Winston Jones could not have any children. When her puppy seed swam in, the Lord above just killed them.
So yeah, that's Mugenics. Very weird game. But it's done numbers. It's been really capturing a lot of people's attention, which is the complete opposite of like anything AAA that's been happening lately. AAA has just been closing studios like Bluepoint. So that's a very distinct way that the industry seems to be going in terms of direction. Anyways, let's move on to our next fail, which goes to the Steam Deck being sold out. Steam Deck has gone out of stock and will not be replenished until the RAM situation improves. No Steam Deck until morale improves. This means the console may not return for years, as the crisis is expected to stretch into 2027 and perhaps beyond, depending on whether or not AI crashes by then or not. This is a bad sign for the Nintendo Switch. The analysts have expected to encounter similar problems in the future of the upcoming Steam machine. I don't even know how they're going to release a Steam machine when they can't even keep their Steam Deck in stock. Like, I don't know how this is going to work. But currently, if you go to Steam, this is what you'll see. If you go and try to buy a Steam Deck, it'll just say out of stock for everything. You can see it right there. It also says out of stock. So you physically cannot buy a Steam Deck anymore. The only, like, you can't even buy one for an exorbitant price. You can only get them secondhand, which is a huge bummer. I love my Steam Deck. I really do. So I'm glad I got one. Look at this bad boy. This thing's awesome. You can play Fallout 4 on it. Fallout 4 actually plays really well on this machine. You can play Doom Eternal on it and stuff like that. Oh, come on. And yeah, I just love it. I love my Steam Deck, and it's a shame that you can't get one anymore. Sucks to suck, guys. You can't have one. Anyways, moving on to our next win. It actually goes to Valve. So Valve had a win and a fail today. Valve has won their 2023 lawsuit against Rothschild, starting originally when Rothschild filed the suit against Valve, accusing them of violating their patent US 885622.1b2, which describes a system and method for storing broadcast content in a cloud-based computing environment. That sounds so fucking broad. That sounds so absurdly broad. Like, this is what I hate about the patent system. Is it's just like, hey, I'm gonna patent something that's so fucking broad that it can apply to literally anything, and I'm gonna sue everybody who even like makes anything somewhat related. But they also did this despite Valve having purchased a license back in 2016 for this exact patent. So they literally had legal legal approval to use this patent. Now Valve has countersued Rothschild, their attorney, and a slew of shell corporations, accusing them of breaking patent troll laws. So apparently they're accusing Rothschild of just sitting on patents, suing people who violate these patents that are very broad, and they use a bunch of shell corporations to do so. So Valve sued everybody. They sued everybody involved, and they won. So fuck them. Honestly, fuck these patent trolls. I hate this. It's always terrible for competition. It's terrible for innovation. It's just dumb. And it's like, what is a system and method for storing broadcast content in a cloud-based computing environment? So like Twitch, like YouTube, like that's so much. It's dumb. That's so dumb. Anyways, moving on to our fail. Our final fail of the week goes to Ubisoft's bomb threat. Ubisoft Montpellier was forced to evacuate after a bomb threat was sent in the form of an email to state police. No explosive was found, and the anonymous tip turned out to be a hoax. What was very real was the effect that this likely had on the mental state of employees involved. This isn't the first time something like this happened, with Ubisoft being swatted back in 2020. This is an unfortunate trend in the rise and this is an unfortunate trend in the rise and may be a continuous problem in the future. My thoughts on this are just like, get a fucking job. Like, honestly, anybody doing this needs to get a job. They need to get a life and a job. Like, they need to do something better with what they're doing. Like I couldn't imagine being this level of scum. Like, just worthless human. Just like, what is wrong with you? Well, like, you're such a sub person. Like, there's no room in society for people like this, and it's not like Ubisoft has already had enough bullshit, right? Like, it's not like the employees working at Ubisoft deserve this. Like, what are we doing here? This is disgusting. This is terrible. I hope they find who did this, and I hope they give them like 20 years in prison. Like, people like this need to be made an example of, and that may seem harsh. I know I've said things like that in the past. People are like, 20 years is like ridiculous. People die from this. People die from this all the time. Like, it's like, swatting is not just a silly little haha like prank. Like, people physically lose their lives from this shit. And it's just, and they also waste thousands and thousands of dollars in like hardware and police time. Like, it's just like, dude, like people like this need to be removed from society and like given a long time to think in a cell about what they're doing with their life. And hopefully when we start doing that, less people will do this shit, because this is, I'm getting sick of seeing this. I really am. So yeah, thoughts and prayers to the Ubisoft devs. I mean, as if they're not going through enough. So let's move on. To Phil Spencer retiring. This is our main story for today. This is, I didn't give this a win or a fail. I didn't really know how to categorize this. I think it's mostly a fail, but I didn't want to just be like, oh, big L bozo, haha. I wanted to like make a more comprehensive, talk about this. So Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer is retiring today, ending the era for the gaming platform. I meant ending of an era, probably. Maybe not the era, but maybe the era. Maybe this is the end of Xbox. I guess we'll see. Phil has been with the company for 28 years and has been trying to steer the ship back on course since the Xbox One launched. Sarah Bond, president of Xbox, is also leaving. She was like the second in command. And then Asha Sharma, president of Microsoft's Core AI, will be taking Phil's spot. So we have right here, we have Phil, then we have Sarah Bond right here. So this was the president of Xbox, and then this is the CEO of Microsoft Gaming. So there's the CEO and then there's the president. So they're different positions, but they're like one and like one's below the other one. So the running theory was that Sarah Bond, basically being like the vice president, would be next in line, but she had resigned shortly after Phil Spencer. The running theory is that Phil Spencer retired, and then Sarah Bond was up for the job, but she got passed over. They didn't want her, so she resigned out of protest. And I believe that's probably what happened, or maybe she was even pushed out. I wouldn't be surprised if both of them were pushed out at this point, because Xbox has been doing very poorly. They've lost, I think it was like $300 million on Black Ops 7. They've been acquiring companies for way more money than they're worth. Like they acquired Activision for $68 billion, I believe. It was Microsoft's biggest acquisition of all time. Not just Xbox, but like Microsoft in general. Now I'm really back. Welcome, really back. It's just a mess. Like it really is a mess. Phil Spencer has made some good decisions. I think the best decision he made was buying Minecraft. You know, I joked about how Microsoft bought Minecraft too late, but it actually turns out they bought it right in time, because Minecraft has been actually blowing up even more. So he's made some good decisions. I think buying Bethesda was also probably a decent decision, but it hasn't been returning anything either. I've been joking a lot about Xbox and how they keep acquiring things and it turns to shit. Everything Microsoft touches turns to shit, and it's not wrong. But it would seem that they've recognized that and they want to pivot in a new direction, and they're continuing with their AI push. I mean, Microsoft has been going harder into AI than any other company, any other American company, that is. And American companies have been spending a lot, but I would say like number 1 would be Microsoft, number 2 would be like Meta, and then like 3 would be Google, and then 4 would be Apple. Apple's like not even really trying, to be honest. They're just focusing on making iPhones, and you know, it's a proven model for making money, so probably not even a bad idea. Anyways, this is Asha Sharma. She is the person who will be taking over Phil Spencer's spot. And I'm going to be honest, just like looking at them, I think it's going to take at least 3 more years until the AI bubble explodes. I think so too. I don't know. I guess we'll see. There's already cracks in it, but I don't think it'll even take that long, because there's already starting to be issues with the payments. Like for example, ChatGPT, OpenAI has promised like billions and billions of dollars to build data centers that they don't have, and people are starting to actually like call and collect on that money, and they don't have it. So I don't. They're panicking. They're like adding ads to OpenAI. They're trying to make money with Sora. They're struggling. I don't see this lasting much longer. It's an insolvent company that's spending billions of dollars every month. Like, of course, this can't go on. Anyways, this is Asha Sharma. I mean, just looking at her, like, I look at Phil Spencer, and like that's who I imagine would run Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, I would maybe like someone with some frosted tips. Maybe it looks like who's the guy who made All Stars, that song, All Stars song? Smash Mouth. I would expect like the leader of Smash Mouth to be running Xbox. You know what I mean? Like when I think of Xbox, I think of this guy. I think of this dude. So like Phil Spencer, I can see. Asha Sharma, dude, I don't know if she's up for it. At least not keeping like the culture alive, like the gaming culture that's behind Xbox. I think she would make a really good what is that? I keep thinking Mindy. What is that terrible Scooby-Doo show? Oh, Velma. I think she would make a great Velma adaptation with like the HBO Velma. Like if she was, I'm being sarcastic here, by the way. She looks like the she looks like she was like one of the suits behind this atrocity. Like I feel like she'd be really good at pushing something like this through. But making Gears of War, making another Halo game, I don't know if this is your guy or girl, I should say. Asha Sharma sounds like you have some food in your mouth. Hey Asha Sharma, I might be munching on something tasty right now. I can't resist the snacks while hanging out with you all in chat. My bot's so dumb. So yeah, who is Asha Sharma? Despite not being a gamer, Asha Sharma believes she can turn things around for Xbox with the help of AI. Previously head of the development for Microsoft's AI division, she also was the COO of Instacart and in charge of Meta's messaging apps. So she worked on like Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and then Instacart. So she's like a app Silicon Valley person. In a leaked internal memo, she says that monetization and AI will evolve and influence this future in regards to the gaming industry. However, she also states that their games will always be art crafted by humans and won't flood our ecosystem with soulless AI slop. So, I mean, it's pretty clear what her mission statement is. She's gonna put more AI into the company. The Xbox is going to be a very AI-focused, AI-first company. And, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with the idea that AI is going to be the future of gaming, like in terms of, like, tools. Like, of course it is. I use AI for some of the things that I work on in gaming. It's just, like, it's really good. For example, like, you can make textures using AI. You can have an AI generate you, like, a dirt texture. I use it to, like, sometimes make me like paper textures for like UI elements and stuff like that. I think that's a great application of it. I think it's really cool that you can generate like dialogue using AI. I think it'd be really cool if you could make a character like in Skyrim that like has generative AI like talking, like so you can like talk to it like a human instead of just having like canned responses. Those are cool ways to use AI. I mean, Arc Raiders proved it too. Like you have the AI voice changer, so you can like have the voice of the Raiders in game. If you don't want people to hear your real voice, which was really helpful for women. Women notoriously get shot on sight in that game just for being women. So I would understand why they would want to use an AI voice to sound like a guy. And you know, things like that is really cool. Or like the AI that they use to actually train the bots. So all the bots are trained on generative AI on like how to walk and everything. That's why they look so goofy and like they look like they're like actually alive. Like it's really cool use of the technology. But when you start looking at art from the perspective of AI first, that's when you start to lose me. That's when you think how can we use AI to make a game rather than how can I make a game and use AI to help me with that. Do you understand the difference? Like I have a vision for a fantasy game I mean, I understand you from the indie dev perspective, but a big company like Xbox using AI to write dialogues as story feels wrong. I expect for them to use a real writer and get a polished game. That's absolutely true. That's one of the reasons why I don't buy AAA games anymore. Yeah, I totally understand that. And to be fair, I don't really use AI to write dialogue. Sometimes I'll use AI to help me come up with a name, right? Like I'll be like, hey, can you give me a name that kind of like uses like a Latin based language for, you know, a name like a city called Red Rock. That's where I got the name Rubetra for one of my cities in my town. It was like, okay, so this is like the Latin word for this is a Latin word for that. Like, let's mix them together. Like, it's really good for doing stuff like that because I'm really bad at naming things. I really am. Yeah, to get inspiration is a different thing. But I don't let AI write for me ever, not at all. I write everything myself. I've been writing a novel that ties into my game. I think it's 100 pages. It's like 60,000+ words, and not a single one of those words was written by AI. So I absolutely agree. I don't think that the story elements should be written by AI. When I say generating dialogue, I mean like you have a generic NPC. Like for example, I've been playing with it. There's a fisherman in my village. His name is Gary. He has no story elements to him. He has no implications on anything. He just fishes. And I thought it'd be really cool if I tested him. I used him to test on how to make an AI that responds to you as just a fisherman, and all he talks about fishing and like how he likes the sun, and you can just talk to him. Just something like that. Just take very like basic what would be background NPCs and give them a little bit of personality using AI. That's what I mean about using generative AI. Can you publish at least a chapter of the novel or just send it to me? Yeah, absolutely. I'm going through and changing a lot of things, but once the rough draft is finalized, I can show you the first chapter. I'm currently rewriting the first chapter. Anyways, so yeah, I'm really concerned. And you know, if you don't know, Phil Spencer was a gamer. Phil Spencer is a massive gamer. I watched Atriarch's video on this. Atriarch did a really good video. I would check that out. I think it's like Big A clips. Or I think it's just called Big A. I would recommend watching that video. He goes in and he talks about Phil Spencer's background, and I mean, apparently he had like 700 hours in Destiny 2 while working at Xbox, which is absolutely insane behavior. But like, that's the kind of person that I want running a gaming company. I want someone who actually plays games. And as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I can tell, Asha has no experience playing games. I don't know if she's ever played a game. You know what I mean? Like that's a problem. Like, you wouldn't want an art dealer who's never bought a painting or never painted a painting or never taken an art class. You know what I mean? Like, do you want your real estate agent to have gone to business school and like doesn't know anything about houses, doesn't know how they're built, doesn't know anything about the construction, doesn't know anything about property value? Like what are we doing here? Like, she just feels wrong for the choice. Like, I think she could do a really good job as like an executive. It seems like she's got good experience with like AI and like running Instacart and like running, like she's ran companies, but I don't think she's ran an art company. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have any background in art, and I think that's just the wrong choice for a gaming executive. I really do. And I think the future looks bleak for Xbox. I could be wrong. I mean, let's check it back in a couple years. But honestly, my prediction, and you can quote me on this, I think Xbox doesn't make hardware going forward anymore. I don't think they make hardware. They just publish. They become a publisher like Blizzard Activision was. They become a publisher like EA is. They're just a big publisher now. I think that's what they become. I don't think that they compete with Sony anymore. I don't think they can compete with Nintendo. I don't think they can. I really don't. Yo, agreed. Welcome in, Kezi. How are you doing? Yeah, you can see that in Star Wars if you compare The Mandalorian and the sequels. The Mandalorian was great because it was written by someone who actually cared. Did you hear the story about like all the clones were just like fans of the show? They didn't have the budget to actually pay for all the clones, so they called in fans who have their own clone armor, or not clone armor. Stormtrooper armor, and it was just like, it's just a show built by fans. But then the sequels is a show built by like just a guy who's really good at directing. He did a great job with Star Trek, and they were like, here, J.J. Abrams, how about you do this now? And then for, like, they didn't have anybody who actually cared about the series. I think Game Pass will soon be on PlayStation. Yeah, absolutely it will. I think everything's going to be on PlayStation going forward. I think everything's going to be on Nintendo going forward. I don't think that they're going to continue with hardware, especially now with how terrible the hardware market is with like RAM and the shortages. I don't see them, like, even if they do make a console, it won't be until like 2029. You know what I mean? I think PlayStation keeps talking about how they're delaying it like further and further. Like at this point, like it's like almost 2030 by the time we're gonna get like a new console generation. And the armor was better quality than the real props. It really was. So yeah, you're right. Like when people who appreciate the source material or like the industry that they're in work, like that's when genius shines. That's when like amazing things happen. Like look at the producer of the soundtrack for Doom. The Doom the Doom 2016 soundtrack was incredible, unmatched by anything. And then Bethesda started fucking with the guy, and then they got a terrible soundtrack for the second game, and an even worse soundtrack for the third game. Just like let people who are good at what they do what they do. You know, like let people who care about the craft do the craft. Stop trying to put like executive decisions and executive people behind these. It never ends well. Oh, for sure, sometimes the cosplay armor people make can even be more impressive than the actual props used in movies. It's wild to see such talent, says my bot. Anyways, moving on. That's all we have for today. By the way, this is effective today. He was set to retire Monday. Today is Monday. He's retiring as of today. So this just happened. I know a lot of people talked about this because it was announced before Monday, but this is where we are. And Xbox is looking real bleak, which is a damn shame because I actually do like Xbox. And I like having choices. I like that they were competing with PlayStation.
If you're watching on YouTube, you're gay. Just like Clarent.
Yes, sir. All right, based. Anyways, let's move on to our next story. Todd Howard is against remakes. Todd opened up on Kinda Funny's podcast about his view on remaking old games. This is an hour-long podcast. You can watch it if you want. It's called Kinda Funny Gamecast. If you're interested, if you just want to hear more from Todd Howard, it's cool. I like seeing developers because, I mean, perfect example of someone in charge of a company that cares about it. Todd Howard is nothing if not consistent. Like say what you will about this man, he cares about the games that he makes. He loves Skyrim. He loves Fallout. His only issue is that he needs to control everything. You know, maybe a little bit too much on the controlling side of things. So much so that they take forever to make games because he's not going to allow another studio to make Fallout. He needs to be in charge of it. He needs to be the director himself. He's like the guy who created Zelda or like who's the guy? Like, there's the guy at Nintendo who like won't allow anyone else to make a Zelda game unless he's directing it, or like an executive producer. Anyways, moving on. Just getting sidetracked. He says that he prefers remasters as they preserve the game better. This lines up better with the previous strategy of Bethesda to remaster games like Skyrim and Oblivion rather than to rebuild them from the ground up. And also, no doubt this is due to the significantly lower cost to make these kind of games. It's so much cheaper to just remaster a game than it is to rebuild it. But it doesn't seem like they're going to do any remakes. This doesn't surprise me at all. I don't expect them to ever make a remake. Maybe they would remake some of like the earliest Elder Scrolls games, but I don't really see that happening. I don't see it, and I don't see a need for it. Like, we don't need a remake Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, right? We don't need to remake Elder Scrolls Morrowind. It would be cool, I guess, but like, I would rather them just make a different game. I'd rather them make Elder Scrolls 6 or 7 or 8, you know? Just like make new ones. We don't need to go back and rehash everything. I think people become too obsessed with like, oh, I really like this game back when I was a kid. I would love to play it again, but with better graphics. Like how about we just get a sequel? That's good. See, I'm not the only one that thinks about it. No, I've been thinking about him too, because he's I need his permission to play Cyber League on stream. And then here's the quote from him directly. He says, "I've softened up on the whole remaster thing. I'm sort of anti-remake. I respect the other ones out there, but I really think the age of a game is part of what it is, and its personality and what it represented when it came out." And I agree with that wholeheartedly. I really liked what they did with Oblivion, because it still felt janky. It still had all the same kind of bugs that I loved from the original. Like, you could still 100% chameleon yourself and just be invisible. The bad graphics are part of the memory. I think the bad graphics, like, I could do with better graphics, but like I like the core gameplay, like the core way that it feels. Like, I can't think of a good example, but I don't know, like, it depends on the graphics. Some graphics are timeless. Like, if I were to play a Legend of Zelda a Wind Waker remake or remaster, I would want it to still look cartoony, right? Like, I wouldn't want it to be photorealistic. But if I was playing, what's a good example? If I was playing the first what's that game that they tried to, the first Deus Ex game, and they remade that or remastered that, I would want the graphics to look better, because it was meant to be a more realistic game. I recently bought the Lego Star Wars Saga and have the old 2DS graphics on my PC now. I still like the graphics. Oh, you're playing Lego Star Wars on the 2DS? I played it on like GameCube. But yeah. Here, let me switch to this so you can actually see the chat a little bit better. I need a better system for chat. When I switched to OBS, I kind of lost my blocky chat that would hide the background so you can actually read it better. It's just like plain text over text. It just doesn't look good. Anyways, let's move on to our next story. Highguard goes dark. Following a massive wave of layoffs, Highguard's official website has gone down as well. People have speculated that this is the official end of the game. However, a developer on their Discord has indicated that this is not the case. This comes after the game has dropped below 2,000 concurrent players. That's rough. That is very rough. And then someone says, "Yo, what's up with the website being updated? ? This is on their Discord, and I guess this is one of the developers. He says, "Not sure on the time frame, but basically needs to be transferred and simplified." That's interesting. Low priority at the moment, in quotations. Reputational damage already done. That's hilarious. The amount of like not giving a fuck at this point is so sad. Like, they're not even trying to hide it. They're like, yeah, people hate us, like, it doesn't matter. Now we just need to focus on delivering updates and content to improve. Yeah, that's fair. If your priority is to survive, like, your website's literally not a big deal right now. I took this screenshot last night. I'm not sure if it's changed at all. We can check, but there was 499 people playing last night, which is like, to be fair, that's like, it's late at night, but they had 1,200 peak that day. You know what I mean? Like, that's not good. That's not very good. Let's see. Maybe I'll eat my words. Maybe they have 500,000 people playing right now. Oh my god. It's gotten worse. 691 people are playing right now. That's less than 1,000. In the last 24 hours, they peaked at 1,061. It's actually getting worse. Like day by day, we can see it in real time dying. Like, it's literally approaching 0 as we speak. They've lost 200 players in the last day. All right. 07's in the chat for Highguard. 07. I shouldn't be laughing. Like, this isn't funny. Like, if I were a developer working on Highguard, this would be probably one of the most heartbreaking experiences of my life. I couldn't imagine. It's like, and I don't like this analogy, but this is the only one I can think of. It's like carrying a child, but you don't carry it for 9 months. You know, it takes 2 years maybe to make a game. You carry a child for 2 years, and then it's a stillborn. Like, that, that's heartbreaking. It's just like the amount of like love and effort and like expectation you put into a game. Like, as I'm approaching the release of my own game, you know, I'm not expecting anything because I've never released a game, so I'm not expecting like Highguard numbers. I wouldn't even expect 1,000 people to play my game, but you know, if it comes out and no one buys it, I get 0 sales like that. That would break my heart. It would really hurt. And I could only imagine like what it would feel like to be on a team of hundreds working on a game like this and then have it bomb this hard. So like I don't take any I don't enjoy this at all. Like I know a lot of people love to shit on like games that fail. I don't know why people just love that, but you know, it is dying. And you know what? I think in hindsight, they should have known that this was going to happen. That's the only thing that I criticize them for, is like it was such an obviously bad idea. Like I wouldn't make a game like High Card. I just wouldn't. Anyways, moving on. I think was that our last story? No, we have one, or I can't even remember. I think we have one more after this. Hard drive company is sold out. Irving Tan, CEO of Western Digital, has announced that they have already sold out of hard drives for 2026. 2026 just started. They are now making deals to sell their products to data centers through 2028. So like they might not have hard drives till 2028. As SSDs become more sparse, HDDs, hard drives, have become the cheaper alternative, but may soon be just as expensive. Costs have already surged 46% since September for hard drives, and it may get worse as the computer parts shortage continues to affect all components. So, you know, SSDs have been really expensive. They're realizing now, like, okay, well, we can't afford these SSDs for all of our data centers. Let's switch to hard drives. Now, everybody's switching to hard drives and buying those up as well. So what's happening is there's not even a shortage of of hard drives, but because of the demand for other products, hard drives have to fill that space. And by proxy, they're also getting shortages. It's crazy. It's actually insane how like one computer part being in shortage affects all the others. The rest of the supply chain gets squeezed as well. So this is just a really, really strange situation to be in, and I don't see a solution here. But I think it's gonna get rough. I think I don't know what else might get low in stock. But I'd be really, like, if you want to buy a hard drive, now is the time, because you might not be able to buy one soon. I was actually checking Amazon, and it was pick up where you left off. Yeah, I was looking up hard drives. I'm already seeing like, and this might just be Amazon trying to sell me stuff, but when I look up like Western Digital drives, it says only 10 left in stock, order soon. Like, and it says this on all of the hard drives. It's not just this one. If you look up any of their, I don't know why it just selected the whole page. It doesn't seem like Seagate has the same issue. I can't click on anything. It's like broken. Okay, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I think hard drives might be going out of stock as well. So kind of shitty. We don't have Steam Decks, we don't have hard drives, we don't have SSDs, we don't have RAM, we don't even have GPUs. Like what do we have that we could build a fucking computer out of? We have processors. That's the only thing that's like still in supply right now. Man, this sucks. This really sucks. Now's a really bad time to be a computer enthusiast like I am. So I'm really disappointed by this. I'm hoping at this point, I just want AI to fail. I just want AI to crash. Like this is what it's come to. Like I'm kind of betting on their downfall at this point. Like they're just ruining this space. So fuck AI and fuck these prices. Fuck this shortage. And let's move on. This is our final story for today. Helldivers fails Cyberstand. In the ongoing interactive story of Helldivers 2, players were tasked with taking back the automaton homeworld of Cyberstand. Unfortunately, 410 million brave soldiers of democracy were lost in the war. A loss for the side of freedom. What comes next is yet to be determined. So this is a huge bummer. Me and Kieran and Parzival were actually fighting on Cyberstand together. They didn't do the best, to be fair. It was pretty frustrating playing with them. They killed me twice. There was one game that we played where I did literally every single objective solo, and I died twice, and both of those times was to them. They killed me twice. One time Parzival charged at me with a activated hell bomb on his back, but it was Kieran's fault. Kieran's literally activated his hell bomb and told him to run at me. Blew me up. And then like I respawned, I come back down, and then Parzival's shooting his gun, and I'm like trying to cross the battlefield, and he shoots me in the head. I couldn't join the fight for freedom. I had a uni exam. I know. You failed. You failed democracy. You should have failed your class. That would have been a better choice. No, I'm kidding. So that's a bummer. I really wanted us to take that. They didn't take it seriously, and I kind of get why we lost, because there's people like them playing the game. I was like, guys, we have to take Cyberstan. I really want the players to win here. And they're like, okay, I'm dropping in another Hellbomb backpack. I'm like, fuck you. Anyways, that's all we have for today. We're going into our community time. And today, my word of advice is to hold on to talent. And I have a quote that says, "If you've got talent, protect it," by Jim Carrey. And then here we have in the background, we have Xbox and Ubisoft, because these are kind of like the worst of the two when it comes to like losing talented people. I mean, Ubisoft had such a talented team that people that they fired were able to make one of the greatest games of all time. And then Xbox has acquired so much talent, but shuttered. Like, they buy companies just to shut them down. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, what's the point of that? So I don't know. Xbox is just, and Ubisoft, they're just throwing away talented people, and you really shouldn't do that if you want to have a successful business, if you want to make successful products. You just don't do that. But we also had the same thing this week with PlayStation. It's not just them, but PlayStation does it too. PlayStation just shuttered Bluepoint, a studio that is actually really good. For what I can tell, like they've never done anything bad or anything that would. I think they've been a net positive for the entire company. Yet they still got fired. Like what are we doing? Anyways, that's all we got. Let's go to our community highlight of the week. It goes to Clarence, and I thought it was a drift, but it's not a drift. I should cross that out. It's a Cyber League build. He says, "We'll be here by Friday. Okay, time to lock in and get the new game playable. Or get the game playable. Okay, first build is live, and you'd like to test it at me, and I'll send a code." Well, luckily for me, I don't need a code from this guy. I just have the game already because I'm a super fan. Should I hit play? Should I just hit play? I mean, he's not here to tell me no. I was gonna ask him. I was hoping he's gonna be in stream today, so I could be like, "Hey, can I play it on stream?" What do you think, Mo? Should I hit play or should I not? Would that be crossing a line? Otherwise, we'll end here. Why is my chroma key so weird today? Yeah, play it. Fuck him. I like how we have the same idea. If I see anything that's like, if we see anything that we probably shouldn't, I'll stop. Is it loading? Oh, here we go. Is there any audio? Quick play, find a room, or create a room. Wait, what? Is it, wait, does it have multiplayer function? What? Oh, my camera died. Right when we were ending. That's crazy. I don't know what's with my camera. So there's no audio, but it is shooting. Can I choose a different gun? Oh, compressed. Interesting. He has a bunch of guns. So there's a Desert Eagle. There's a machine gun. There's a P90 that shoots bullets sideways. And then there's an op that doesn't shoot unless you scope in. Interesting. I can't left click and fire around, but if I aim, I can. Is there a crouch? There's no crouching. Can I like? Okay, you can quick scope, so I can like do like that. That's interesting. So you can't shoot it without scoping in, but you can press right left click and basically free shoot it. Hello? Wait, is this? Oh, I can't. Oh, I am shooting it. Oh, you just can't see it because it's so gray. It's the same color. I see. Interesting. What? I thought there was like a bomb planting mechanic. Where's the bomb? Oh no, there's no. There's no pause menu. All right. Well, this is what Kieran's been working on. That's interesting. I would like to see a little bit more. I think you're playing the old build. The white circle. Wait, what do you mean I'm playing the old build? I just downloaded this. This is what he has uploaded. Here, let's stop it and let's try to play it again. Maybe there's something else we can do. The white circle feels way too wide. Maybe. Just hope that he didn't add a hentai scene or anything for you to discover. That'd be crazy. Poop. All right. I think this is the only map that we have. Yeah. But I've seen him work on it. There's like a bomb planting mechanic. Oh, and he changed the build version? Oh. Default. Is there a code that I need? Oh, hang on. Hold. I have access to his to his Steam work, so give me a second. Probably private. Yeah, it's probably. I can check the code. Here we go. Okay, Kieran Thistle. Okay, where would I check that at? Okay. All associated packages, DLCs, and demos. Cyber League for beta testing. Sup? Hey, what's up, Kieran? We're about to play Cyber League. Do you know the code for this by any chance? Do you have a different build? Look who finally decided to show up. When we play the game, it's just there's no code. Is this the only build that you have? Hey, hang on. Yeah? Oh, okay. This is it? I thought you had like a bomb planting mechanic and stuff. Oh, what the fuck happened? Also, when you shoot the gun, this is the one thing I found. These need to be rotated. Also, you can kind of stick to walls. I just realized. This would be great for like knife bee hopping. Nope, went to a more simple version. Yeah, the SMG needs fixing. Oh, okay. Can you log in real quick? Can you? Does the multiplayer work? I know you got this shit downloaded. There are some bugs, but I only have like 1 day of work. It's like everything that you work on. All right. Yeah, one second, I'll hop on. All right, I got a lobby open. It's called Poop. And if this is what you need, there's a code up. Is this a code? I don't know what this is. All right. Perfect way to. Oh my gosh, I'm frozen. Boom. You're gonna have to add a CS:GO like bunny hop knife map where you just like you're running with a knife and you're like, you know, surfing. I'll join the Discord if you want. Creators. Why is my microphone activating? Hey, what's up? Why is my microphone activating? Is it playing my music through my microphone? Do you see this? It's like, it looks like my microphone's going with the music. And it says, it has like a music sign +1. Listening to Spotify. It's not playing this through the thing, is it? All right, let's just try it. What happens if I pause it? No, it's just bugged. What the fuck's happening? What? Why is it? I've never seen it flicker like that. Can you hear me, Kieran? I can't hear you. My mic. I forgot your mic is broken. There's a that's. We're literally looking at the page of you looking at microphones because your mic is broke. Oh, this is gonna be a terrible end for the VOD. Sorry, YouTube. Wait for a minute. I'm sure this is gonna pay off. I'm sure this will have a huge payoff. Oh. Okay, it said Spotify playback pause while transmitting audio. That's crazy. Oh, here, look, Kieran's in. All right, well, I'm just gonna start the game. Oh, I popped it. Whoa, what the fuck? Did you shoot me? You little shit. Come here. Come here. Boom. Oh, what? You little asshole. Better not be stream sniping me. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? What the fuck? Uh-oh. Got him! Little bitch. Where you at? Where you at? Oh my gosh, these... Oh. Where the fuck did he go? He's using the sniper too. He's using the sniper strat. Is he still on the map? Where? What? he took a shot directly. Did that do damage or did that? Is this not a one-shot kill? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You little asshole. Where'd he go? Did I kill him? He's not dead, is he? Oh my goodness, good. Oh! Okay, so this is not a one-shot kill. He wasn't expecting that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, shit, shit. Shit. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. Fuck you. All right, all right. You know, that's just how it is sometimes. Oh, shit. Peek again. He won't expect it. No! Bam, bam, bam. Oh, fuck. Bam. Get fucked. Oh, I missed. Shit. Oh, I wish I could crouch. I wish I could crouch. I wish I could crouch. Come here. Come here. Where'd you go? Where's this elusive little... What? Wait, did I kill him? Oh, what the fuck? I wish there was sound. It's hard to tell what's happening. Oh, shit. Is he just frozen? I think he's just frozen. Hey, little guy. Boop. My bot says, oh no, the mic broke again. Next update will be like an hour and we'll have sound. That would be huge. I think there needs to be like some sort of indication too when the sniper is ready to fire again. Shit. Honestly, the assault rifle might be the best weapon. It just deletes you way faster than the sniper does. Also, I can see your head before you peek, which is kind of a problem. You can only use the sniper when scoped. I've noticed that. I've been quick scoping like this. Oh, you fixed it in the new build. That wasn't intentional. I thought that was just a design choice. I thought that was intentional. Nope, was a bug. Whoa! Did you just go through a wall? Get over here. Damn it! I wonder if this is better. I don't think it is. I think the SMG doesn't do enough damage. Oh shit. Owie. I'm starting to learn where all your spawns are. No way. What? Does this work on every corner? No, are you joking? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, watch this, watch this. I'm about to fucking ruin your day. Wait, hello? Wait, where'd you go? Where'd you go? I just saw you. There you are. Oh, this is another bug you might wanna fix. Uh-oh. Doesn't work on every corner, maybe? I wanna get the drop on him. Just loop. Uh-oh. Now it's not working. But it's way more consistent before. The corner one I know about? Oh shit. It doesn't seem to work on every corner though. At least not consistently. There it goes. Oh, that's interesting. There's a spray pattern. Okay, that's kind of cool actually. I want you, my boy. I want you. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Hello? Where'd he go? Oh, come on. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. Whoa. There we go. Where's he hiding? Why is he hiding? It's a better question. Oh, did he leave? I think he left. He's trying to fix his mic. This is crazy. Yeah, you might need to fix this. A little bit of a physics issue. All right, well that's cool. That's a good place to end it, I guess. Well, good job. Good job actually. Like I think the multiplayer was actually pretty cool that it works. So yeah, that is all we have for today, and I hope everybody on YouTube has a great day. Say goodbye to YouTube, everybody. And I'll see you guys next week with another epic week of gaming news. Goodbye, everybody.